Whoops, just wasted mana. I really don't understand why the fuck I can't. Like, I don't even think I'm killing one of them. Like, I don't get it. Did I kill one? I'm just not seeing that. I might have. That might be the time because I think whoa.
The point in having the thing. Damn it. One more thing.
Obviously, feeling I'm
just gonna play Ellie. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, I muted the music. Should turn that back on.
This is fucking mind-boggling. Like, why won't you die?
Okay, it's there, it's there. Alright,
Oh my god.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the...
get my OBS up over here.
You know what? Stay there, you fucking bitch. I'll come back. Oh, Dyrus just got off. Okay, interesting. Oh, not Dyrus, fucking odd one.
Really?
Wait, are you still here? No, yeah, you are still here. Okay.
This stuff. I don't want to go here. I want to go... My damn...
Why did I just do that?
Place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Put him down with my saddle.
That's where I'm going. Oh, there.
Please stop following me. Please stop following me. Please stop following me. Stranger danger. Just kidding, bitch. Runneth up.
I gotta have it.
Stop calling him Brian.
His name is Brian.
No, it's not.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time.
Dude, I
back.
just played a win.
Thanks, Rusty.
dude.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself.
Shut up,
That's
Marcus.
one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Right back.
Wait, are you live?
Yeah.
Nigga, thanks for telling me these things.
Said I was. You just over there tilting me with your shit at Diablo.
You're shit at Diablo. Fuck you. Talk
go
to me
yet.
like that. You know who I am?
And nigga, we can't keep a necromancer alive more than 5 minutes.
I'm gonna find where the fuck you live.
You know where I live.
Well, I know the general area in which you live. I'm gonna find out exactly where you live. Specifications of where you live.
Oh, no, it's this case. This case, really?
Pause.
Now,
don't do anything with them. Give me a second.
boys, you know as much as
Bring
I
up
do.
you two.
I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed.
I'm pretty
I
frustrated.
have two
with
of
that
my
nigga
finest
just,
investigators on the case.
ran me
Fresh
like
from
that.
bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
fiend Alonzo
aren't there
Mendez.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for
So
that
you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazy sex
No, I
killer
don't
at
care
large
about
preying
Boys,
on women?
boys, be
Pizza
sensitive.
delivery man stories.
We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal.
Right.
How can any killer continue to be that?
Bam.
Be advised.
Agree.
We keep the gas
Okay,
chamber at
fine
San
with that
Quentin
then.
primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it
Yes,
can't be
my
delayed.
God.
Ian. Well, at least Cole.
What do we have,
is
Captain?
Better detective he does not do. About Dahlia.
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
What do we have, you Irish bastard?
Yes, OBS being broken. Not broken. I need to change this back to how it was. How it was. Normal. Apply. Alright, I gotta turn the stream off for that. Need a timeout to do it. Alright. Give me more of my CPU for LA Noire, because it won't go above 60 frames.
Detective, I was first on scene.
Ooh, come here.
You're a modest little pussy. Much too modest.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Was that then Captain leaving?
All these cars. It's got to be something big, right?
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Oh, you're the tech service guy.
Here she is.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
unlucky here. Talk to you, brother.
Similar MO.
What?
Wait a second, that
Dahlia?
just happened? Come on now.
I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack
Oh,
who
you
lost his
gotta be
temper with a
fucking
broad who
kidding
wouldn't
me.
put out.
Never
You a suspect, Rusty?
lucky.
Watch your mouth,
Come
Phelps.
on.
All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed
Found
cases.
one.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death.
Oh, I'm
I'll
stuck
need to
here,
do
huh?
further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
Look at your mark. It's very...
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
By comparisons, because I remember this case by comparisons, you mean I do the comparisons, but okay. We'll let you do the work. Nothing.
What's this mark? Cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Missing you. Money in the bank. Pimpin' ain't easy.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
In the PTA, he's a teacher. Someone.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
That it? That's what's over here.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Yeah, right. Already got that. Talk to him. Talk to him. Let you get it. All the way back here. This car look fancy. It's a crime scene for
All these people are vultures,
taking your car.
but you can tell me what's going on.
Nigga. Stop it.
Fine now.
This town's dangerous.
Using your powers. Like those mods and Dom's chat that just ban everybody for nothing.
Still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
Using
I thought
your
we were
power
on
as
our
a
way to
cop.
lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Phelps!
Yes, it was.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I
Wow.
realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the
Looking
mother
a
of my
little,
children.
Wobbly there,
You're a
Phelps.
father, Cole? Don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
KGPL 20 Century Unit. A citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Century Unit identified.
Why is the nigga roasting Marble Phelps?
KGPL 20 Century Unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Century Unit identify.
This is car 11K. Go ahead.
11K. Citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets. Suspect is
He got shot.
Car 11K. Go ahead.
Please, you gotta call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet through his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going!
It first. Kids?
Yeah, right. There's a newspaper there. Can I get that?
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger.
Put the weapon down now.
You fucking asked for it! What the hell?
What are you waiting for, Phelps? Up and at it.
That escalated quickly. Oh my god, why am I hearing that?
Yeah, boy. What that is.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Shots fired. Suspect is down. We're code 4, but I need an ambulance on Grand between 4th and 5th
Oh no, I
Streets.
turned the TV down.
11K, roger on your ambulance. All units be advised the suspect is down on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets. Repeat, the suspect is down. Code 4.
Man, you're crazy. I'm a police photographer.
I'm hearing it a little less now. What? Wait, you hear what now?
Making sure nothing's reverbing through my mic. Like me, it's not coming through my headset, it's my mic. Through the sound.
Yeah. I get it. I just... I don't know. I know it's definitely a reaction between my mic and the stream being on my television because it doesn't do this any other time. So it might just have something to do with hearing the stream. I didn't do that with Oddwood's stream at all, though.
You barely hear your stream.
All units, officer detail, 211 and shots
It
fired.
might, yeah, I was about to say it might be because of how high I have to turn this up.
391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
I do have to turn your stream up a lot. No, you're fine.
This one? I don't think so.
Oh my god, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 5 seconds to restore 1 point of mana, dude. Fuck this. What the fuck? Damn, fam, can I fucking hit 2 or 3 already? Shit.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
That look a surprise.
Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come
Phelps,
in?
what the fuck was that
Suppose
face
so.
for?
You were surprised.
Fuck you making that face for?
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Get out her house. Just not breaking the law.
Now, why did y'all just go into
We're gonna
that
have
house?
a look around.
Because they're dicks.
He'll be back any moment.
Don't you need warrants? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
niggas be like, this is the 40s, we don't need warrants. And I'll be like, how do you know to make that time period reference?
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay?
Ain't nothing in the kitchen weird.
No chapania in the kitchen?
Yeah. Thank God he's in here. Welcome me to the kitchen. I'm in her room. Okay, we'll just look at the violin then. Didn't mean to come in here, but whatever. But we're here, might as well stay. Missing jewelry in that case? Is it in it? Open it.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Where's your watch?
I am watching.
Watch is missing.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Itchy.
Seeing that shit all out, so it's useless.
Work boots. Size 8s.
So where's your husband's room? This room? We just can't go in there. We just decided not to animate that at all. We just said, fuck it. We're not gonna do anything about that. Did everything. Yeah. I don't want to talk. Not yet. Oh, we'll look out. We can't look. Outside, nothing in the kitchen.
No chapanias.
Fan is going ham. Why does it sound like that when it's that slow? I'm mad. Thing sounds like a death trap, but it looks like it's on 1.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
No.
Try.
You don't tell a little girl that her mother's dead. And, oh yeah, we want to interrogate you real quick. You cool?
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
An ugly ass kid.
Ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Use my intuition. Give an answer. It's not helpful.
You kind of looking to the side every couple seconds.
Yeah, I know, but like, he's a kid. Could have been like, steal a watch, take it, but I don't think she's like lying. Like she, yeah. I don't want to like just press though, like a dick. Either. I could doubt. I don't know what to do. Do I doubt it or not?
She looked down again.
Daddy should be on his way.
Oh shit! Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave this one in your hands.
I mean, it doesn't matter in the long run, to be honest. I don't think.
It might.
I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. No cheating. I'm not cheating anymore.
Good job. Good man.
So, yeah. Fuck it.
I know it's painful,
I got it
Michelle.
right.
This may be important.
Job.
She wore a
Did you
wedding
doubt her?
ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
That was her own wedding ring. What kind of backwards ass time y'all niggas living in?
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
There's an achievement for, like, using your intuition on every question in an interrogation. So let's go for it. Really? These questions.
Why are there 3 of you niggas?
I can't accuse her of lying. Because I have nothing to call her on. I can down it, but she's not, like, looking. Looks the same. Ow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with truth.
There's one thing that we know,
And
it's
did he
that
come and
everybody
get you?
always lies ever.
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Confucius say, if you think a nigga lying, that nigga lying.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Okay, I can obviously doubt that.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. Mommy always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
And convenient. What's up, fat
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What?
Oh, this nigga.
But she only...
I love that actor. Huh?
Who's this guy?
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
Hugo
Nines, I
Muller.
think.
Muller. White man, I don't know.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
He's lying.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
How would you... Okay, whatever.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around... She left around 9:30. Michelle was out
leave
at
that man
dance. She
alone.
called
Stop
me to let me know
BMing
the
him
teacher
for his
didn't
small
turn up.
feet.
I feel like I doubt that. He's moving way too fucking much for... wish I'd done the second one right. I think they gave me a good clue. I think it would have gave me a clue about something else the kid did at school. I'm gonna doubt it.
Did your wife ever go out by herself to bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
What?
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle.
Take off your Sunday shoes.
I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Alibi for yourself, man.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Man, see, this is where I think if I had gotten the second question, no, because oh no, I got him on a lot right here.
You
Get
should
it.
come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Yeah, y'all ain't got cell phones, so home phones work.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Why am I getting 2 attack ratings?
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
I mean, yeah, like he was supposed to. I feel like, I think this was the second question would have gave me. Like he's looking shifty.
You know my stance on this. Spouse always does it. He's lying.
All right, Rusty. Okay, can doubt.
Shackleford? Oh, never mind. Your old partner.
What's this kid? What's his username?
Who? The guy you're with now?
Yeah.
Oh, no, something Galloway.
Yeah, Rusty. Just gonna doubt him.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
Remake.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Stupid. He's moving and shit.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
Do I even have anything about violence? Oh. Yeah. The brooch.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Yeah, Hugo, stop being so violent.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me,
Damn,
Phil. Put the
Rockefeller
cuffs on
references
it.
in the
This is an
40s.
outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Muller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes
But
for half the
sir,
men in
what if
LA.
he didn't kill his wife?
3,
Why
we
are
have
you
no
being an
evidence
asshole,
tying him
Phelps?
to the crime scene.
This is the case where that crazy lady
Detective!
across the street talked to me. I'm scared across the street now, man. Last time I ran across the street, fucking eviscerated by a car.
You mean the last 2 times you crossed the street?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row
That is
last
some very
night.
bad luck. How does shit happen to you
heard
not
Miss
once
Muller
but twice?
screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mahler put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
That don't mean nothing.
Look, there he is now.
Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, Jesus Christ, don't hit me.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Run! Run! Yo, that nigga's booking.
Oh my god.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her.
Stop calling
We're gonna get
her
someone down
miss.
here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
Nice. Leave Cole alone. He's gonna get fucking.
We ought to get some
drowned.
uniforms
Like,
down
That
here,
bitch
clean
is
up,
like
take care of the
9,
kid.
Just because that bitch got a hairline like she's 50 don't mean she's 50. She's 9 years old.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
What street are you on? Casa Bonita Street?
How can I help, Detective?
Galloway,
I need an address on a
homicide
Belmont
division,
High
badge
School.
number 564.
Checking for you, Detective.
If we get Ray Pinker and a technical
Belmont
services
High.
team to a house
See,
at 130
and good thing we don't have
Ray
those
Street.
police
Send someone
payphones.
down from
Thanks for your
Juvenile
help.
Hall
I
to
picked them
look
shits
out
up
for a
off the
young lady.
random and be like, penis. And just bring that shit up.
Whoa!
What's he
I
doing?
mean, then again, they would probably have cameras pointing directly to them, so I mean, you know. Or just cameras on them themselves, actually.
How the hell do you call that in? Which car? What the fuck is my partner?
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting.
Oh, he's at
The police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
Ooh, morgue. I like going to the morgue. I like that guy. Bonnie Bray. Yeah, we're on Bonnie Bray. That's a weird name. Bray Street. Bonnie Bray Street.
Bonnie
Oh,
Bray
right near
Street.
Beverly Hills. I don't think I've been up in Hollywood. I have not even been in Hollywood yet.
You with the Harlem yet?
Hollywood. Imagine they should do one in New York now. That's where LA Noire 2.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make
How
the
would be
husband.
LA Noire
Always
if it's
make
New
the
York?
husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my
Nigga
day.
said LA Noire
Lex
2 in New
parsimoniae.
York. Sir.
What?
The law of parsimony.
I don't think
Occam's
he
razor.
works that
The
way.
simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
Why
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on this side.
Nigga.
Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of
mean
course.
there's a bunch
The
of
famous
Irish and
Lex
Italians?
Ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
All units, officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify. Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle, identify, code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll
Roger,
take the
roger.
288. Go ahead with the further.
Damn, son, it's cold as fuck down here all of a sudden.
Where the fuck?
Why are we underground, sir?
I want to go to the morgue. Why don't I do that? Call.
Why don't I have 2 monitors?
Oh, okay. What's a 288? Alright, I gotta go 288. It's a call. Got cut because it was high school.
Unsurprising.
Shut up.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
We're here.
Bazinga.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
You got white Usain Bolt over here.
Why the nigga got a Sam Jackson hat on? He ain't a black man. Yo, that man is fast
There
as
he
hell.
is. See him? No shit, I see him. He's right in my face. Oh, you make it up the stairs before me. I think this is staged. I'm gonna chase music. I need to remind me to turn my music back on.
Turn your music back on.
I will fucking slap you.
What? You told me to. Oh, you see that? That car stops, right? Those cars don't hit him. But them niggas speed up when they see you. Shoot him. Can you shoot him? Shoot him.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
Yo, this
11K,
nigga
go
felt
ahead.
the gas. What the fuck was that? This nigga popped his
11K, see the
ghost.
janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moore.
Nigga, his righteous glory came off cool hair.
Adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
Did you just call Miko too?
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
11K code
Been
2.
in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me,
No,
boy.
damn, Phelps.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets,
Just
Eli.
called you boy.
And why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
That's.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Nicholas Phelps is pocketing evidence.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Damn,
Eli
niggas
Rooney.
used to get arrested for anything,
met him.
huh?
Filthy son of a bitch.
I mean,
He was here yesterday before the
being-
dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir.
I mean, A,
I'd like to say yes, but the truth is
even
it was
if
pretty
there
dark.
was, you know,
Would you say
a
Rooney is
law
violent?
against him being
Yes,
on the
sir,
high school
I would
property.
say so, yes.
Thanks for
I
your
mean,
help.
even that, no, it's not private property, so there really can't be a law against him being there. A, if school's over, you know. B, all you had that nigga do was turn out his pockets and you found a fucking brooch. Like, even if that did belong to the fucking
Blood
person
and
who
skin
got killed,
cells.
like,
We
nigga,
better get Ray Pinker out here.
so what? You don't ask him where he got it, like, you don't do shit,
The
like, you
overalls are
just,
stenciled
you
HM.
know.
Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
oh, is this like the first case I get to choose my damn convict?
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Is it Eli Rooney? I mean, that still could be just a brand. I
Wait, what?
don't know. 'Cause I think this is the first case I get to choose who I'm gonna put, like either him, the husband, or Rooney, the molester.
Who do you think did it? Is it too early to tell?
Yeah, I feel like it's early to tell. I think it's gonna take the car first. I don't know why I'm running over here.
I don't know. I mean, the husband's acting real suspect. Like, let's see what he says about the bloody shoe.
Yeah, I need to interview them both anyway first.
That right there raises some red flags to me. I don't know about you.
I like that car.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to interrogating both of them.
Why?
'Cause I'm bad at it.
What do you mean?
I'm bad at it. And
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car. He had her jewelry. The DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
You've done fine.
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Mueller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't Mueller. Hell, he probably killed his wife to
'Cause see,
find
on
that
the
poor
one
kid of a
hand,
mother.
it
But
would
he's
be good
not
if
an
you get a
immediate
pedophile off
danger
the
to
street.
anyone else.
On the
Rudy's a
other hand,
threat to every
if he
kid
didn't do
at
it, it's
Belmont.
not okay.
He's a
to say
peeper,
that he
Rusty.
did
We
do
can
it.
pick him up for something else.
You really want to run that risk?
You know?
We pick up a child molester for being a child, perceived child molester, or do we get the guy who was trying to destroy evidence?
That's what we're about to have to find out. We gotta find out why that nigga was destroying evidence. But that right there just raises like a lot of red flags to me. Like, that is so suspicious. Niggas with nothing to hide don't go trying to hide stuff. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I love this car. I always take this car every time I'm in the scene.
Did you have all your hidden vehicles yet or no?
It's like 95 in vehicle.
Nigga. Why?
Cops are in an accident. I'm not going to Central. Please stop. Thank you.
Why are we going to a morgue?
Because I have a fucking, and there's something's here. And best to get all my evidence.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation.
You have
Correct. Take a look at the samples
not
on the
a
bench.
case, but you know, make sure you know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to get yourself blindsided by these niggas.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
I know this is a match.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Mueller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
It's not helpful at all.
said semen.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I...
Oh, thank God. Oh.
What?
Thought I was gonna drift into that lady's ass.
This nigga.
About to whip the
You look
ass
at
in
this
my car
clown.
into
You
the
better not go
sidewalk.
soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do
You
it.
need to start almost hitting. You need to stop almost hitting people. Not start almost hitting people. Stop it. Peace.
High iron overalls. 182 renew without accident mint. Burning shoes. I don't like interrogating people. Shit's hard. Are they?
Are they ready?
Bowlers in 2 and the perverts in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
I don't care. I don't go into letting gangsters off scot-free.
Boy.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of nervous.
Me too. Always nervous interrogating people. I don't like doing it.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your
Listen, you're
sympathy,
doing your
boy?
civic duty. You got this.
You're down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
I doubt that. I doubt this. Look at my notebook.
Your handy dandy notebook.
Mm-hmm. I doubt it.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up
You get
any
it
of your
wrong.
victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it?
Why is he so angry?
Any old rope will do me fine.
Alright, he don't. He lying. I mean, he not lying. I'm just pissed that he works at a place called Hennessy Marine. Green coveralls.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for
But
roping,
see, the
am I
big
right?
thing is that
I prefer braid. Tie
He's a
hitching braid.
pedophile.
Stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Think he's lying?
Yeah, but I don't know what.
I mean, you should doubt him and then offer the brooch. Like,
yeah, but the brooch is the only thing. Is only for. It's not tied to him. It's tied for the kid calling for domestic violence.
how is it not tied to him? It was found on him.
I know, but it didn't like give me that as a clue.
Oh, that's dumb.
The only thing correlating him to, and this isn't even like a real correlation because it's in her car, it's just the rope and the overalls. But we don't have
That's
any like,
dumb.
motive.
I done 14 years in and out of prison, son.
Fuck motives. Motive
You
is.
think you can
fuck
outweigh
'em.
me? You're wrong.
He's a bastard.
Oh, so he's dead. Yeah, I knew I'm lying.
You have
So you
no
think he's
job
not lying?
and nowhere to live
He
by the
was
smell
lying.
of things.
Like,
And you
he's
need money.
lying, but I don't
You've
have
been in
any
trouble
fault
before,
about it.
Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late
I mean, if
last
you
night.
missed a piece of evidence.
Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Rusty, you were literally yelling at me to arrest
Hey, fuck
child
you.
molester back there, just because he's a child molester.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes.
If
You have no
anything,
one who
that's
can confirm your
Galloway.
whereabouts last
That
night. Your
nigga's
daughter says you're a
not mentally
violent
stable
man.
enough to be
We
a
have
cop.
everything we need to send you to death
He's a
row.
very
And all you
angry
have to say
man.
for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Give him the lie test. He can prove it.
This guy has a hard face to read. And I doubt him, but like, I guess I doubt him. Because, like, we knew he caught him doing it, so he knows, like, can't deny it. I guess I doubt him here.
Are you going to tell me
The
what I want to
question
know?
is, why did he do it? Why? Why?
Why is that a lie? Like, I mean, we know it. We just compound the evidence. We saw him, like, we witnessed it. Not like we found a clue. Angry. I'm angry.
Or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
What's the name of this
Give it
case?
your best shot. I can take whatever you're throwing.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the Army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the Army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple
Oh my
braid.
goodness.
Less flex, easier to control.
This is an interesting case.
Yeah.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Well, I wonder what.
Man, we don't know where he works. Do I just call him on the lie for these overalls?
What question did you just ask him?
Where does he keep his work clothes? Yeah, okay. That's helpful. Real fucking helpful. Oh wait, oh, remove. Oh.
You asked him where he keeps his work clothes? He's lying.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't feel like it makes sense. Like your these overalls are found. We don't even know if they even belong to him and the way it works.
Wait.
Enough
Before
lies,
you would ask him
Hugo.
something about work,
Your overalls
right?
put you at the scene of the crime last night.
Work boots were.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Fuck. What was the exact question that you asked him?
Where do you keep your work clothes?
Green
I
overalls,
got it right,
bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Okay, you're being weird.
Look at his face. He's lying. He's so full of shit. Look at his fucking face.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
He's lying like fuck. Look at his goddamn face.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
All right. What do you think we do? Because with Rapey Boy back there, he said that he saw somebody get out the car, change clothes, and then took the brooch. We got the brooch off him. I don't think I did a good job looking through his house because I didn't even know he was a mechanic until Cole mentioned it. And I feel like I could have probably found something in your house. You would we charge this guy or Rapey Boy? I think this guy.
I don't think Rapey Boy did it.
I don't either.
I really feel like this nigga did it. Like,
let's charge him. Yeah, we charge him.
Do it.
Hugo Muller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities.
Why are you getting yelled at?
Now get out of here!
No. You corrupt ass. You can't arrest somebody. They haven't done anything. Just because he was being a perv, I missed a clue. I think it's off the fucking question with homegirl. I got 2.
Stars?
I got 2 stars.
You missed 3 questions, 1 clue, 2 stars.
Looking it up. You gonna see what clues
Oh
I
yeah,
missed.
that's true. You did also orphan somebody.
Yeah.
That's okay. I already looked it up. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
Alright. Neck, yep. Shoes, yep. Content. Missing rings, period. Why? And there's another question from her. Hugo Ramsey. Why? What? Ally for your mother. Why? Violence. Roach. Chase him down. Okay. Truth. Why? Okay. The supposed evidence is true. Don't truth. No. Oh, they want me to get Eli.
Because he's a pedophile.
Yeah.
Would make you guys look better.
If we got the, yeah.
That's corrupt as fuck.
Right.
He doesn't care that he didn't do it. You should arrest him. That's not justice.
Nope.
Not what Batman would do.
You did it. That's not what Batman would do. Get 2 stars for doing the right man.
I definitely don't think he did it.
Eli did it either, but Donnelly's just got some vendetta.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar
He
here
does
how
kind
well
of
you were
have
doing.
an unhealthy dislike of this guy.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Wait, is that the captain right
Another
there?
naked woman, sir?
Yes.
Hatless.
We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia field first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some.
How much
and you
time has gone
lose
by?
some.
Didn't he just hate you 2 seconds ago?
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mail.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Oh, it's this kid.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Kind of want some
Oh,
chalky
for
milk,
Christ's
but
sake.
I don't want to get up.
Cause of death is pretty apparent.
I know that I'm gonna have to get up.
Thought we'd
Though,
best
it's probably
wait
get
for
cold
you.
down here. I want to go to
When you're ready.
bed where it's not cold. Fucking cold down here.
Kiss the blood, BD.
But if I do go upstairs, I won't be able to watch this and play Diablo. I'll just have to Big one. Which, I mean, I don't care. I
Another
wanna
wedding
watch
ring
this,
torn
but
from the finger.
I got a
Skin
lot
under
of
the
grinding to
fingernails.
make up for. Remind me to, like, not play League for a while. Like, I just cannot afford to
Lacerations
play.
on the
I
neck
have to do
would
this.
indicate a great deal of force.
Don't ask me why I want to do it so much, but I really want a ladder for some reason. Like,
I want to play StarCraft 2.
what?
I said I want to play StarCraft 2.
Like right now, or just in
21 years
general?
old. But why the library
Oh
card?
shit! I just
Did he
found
want us
it
to
right
find
there.
it?
You should. I don't know. I legitimately don't know why you don't. I mean,
Because I am a certified pussy.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
oh,
The
I
best
got a
way to
really
get away
nice
with
ring.
murder is to pin
Nice.
it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Getting my gold
Strangled,
coined up.
battered,
getting
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown.
I heard
Still
that gold
believes
drop.
the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe,
Why are
further
we
blood
talking
force
about
trauma
the
to the
Mueller
occipital
case
region
still?
at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll
Wait
see
a
if I
second,
can
wasn't
nail
the
down a
other bitch
brand.
butt naked?
Yeah, they all were. All my cases have been butt naked women. On homicide.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Well then. Wait, doesn't that mean that it's a serial killer?
That's what Cole thinks, but my partner and like you can't pin it on anybody.
That
May as
would
well
mean
follow
that
the
this
trail.
nigga didn't do it.
Because with like, you know, Black Dahlia, like the real life one, they think
Yes.
that happened like 4 bodies ago, and now they're thinking like that was the first. And now they think it's like Black Dahlia's into everybody. That's what Cole thinks.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Going to my favorite blood trail ship. Zooming through the alley.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
I can just pick up a cup.
What's the matter? You sleepy?
Me, no, not at all. Never stayed
On
up
it
like 20 some
goes.
hours. We good. We good for a long day.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
That ain't nothing. Didn't know if metal could shine so bright in the shadow.
I didn't know you could get
House
so
keys
insanely
strung up like
lucky with
bait on a
drops, chips, and crackers.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
Well, fuck me, I'm gonna have to go upstairs in a second anyway, because I gotta go upstairs before this nigga wakes up.
Take a break.
Where are you
What?
taking us?
Take a break. Climate cold.
Oh no, you don't have to stop playing. Just, Oh, fuck me, did I really do that once? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Bitch, bitch, bitch.
Empty. Where is
You're
all
not
of this
killing
meant to
me,
be
bitch,
taking
get
us?
over here.
He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
I feel like there's a clue I always miss. Up here. I remember.
Why me, bruh?
I remember being up here and then like following a guide, and I think there being something else up here that I missed.
Hello, Bungie?
You can get them for 25 cents a night.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her. Trail points up.
Missed by me.
What I did wrong?
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Where you going, Rusty? Get your ass back up here.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this. Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Go to her house. No. But my curiosity's killing me. I'm not gonna look any questions. I'm just curious if there's any clues up there.
What are you curious about?
I swear there's something else up there. Either I'm just remembering weirdly, but I don't know. Here's that trail, hat, key, pattern, card. Okay. No. Okay, no, I'm just. Nope, didn't miss anything.
I believe in you. You can do this.
I don't know what else misremembering. Rusty, don't get the fuck out. Get the fuck in.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's
I'm not too
Cafe,
keen on him,
391
he's
Broadway.
kind of an asshole.
Unit to handle code 3
When I
identified.
say kind of, I mean like he's a big asshole. Uh-oh, shots fired, boys.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room
That
is
sounded
upstairs.
so insincere.
Last door on the left.
Oh, to
Thank you.
know she can't
We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Rip, the wrong way. Oopsies. Don't remember her room number.
What don't you remember?
Do not remember her room number.
You look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
Okay, we have an address.
Oh, Angel.
What?
That's her husband. What is this, a divorce? I guess.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Yeah, really. That's like kicked me outside though. What's all outside? That's weird.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence. So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Oh, well, my friend outside. CBS. Shit, I was downstairs. Oh, no, I'm going down. Everything's suspicious.
That's right, question everything. Constant vigilance.
How did Rusty get out here if you don't like windows?
Oh god, alright, I gotta start putting this stuff away so I can go upstairs. Do 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 do. fuck.
Hey, let's interview with this old lady.
Actually, matter of fact.
Matter of fact.
I'm gonna do something a little bit different this time around.
I'm gonna get shit on with this lady.
What? No, 1v1 me.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do
What
my
I'm
best.
going to do is grab me motherfucking
Do you have any idea
Another
who
two
might have
machine
wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her
Did I
husband.
toast the bread on this
Angel.
second tuna sandwich?
She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Yes, no.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Team? Said, should I toast the bread on this next tuna sandwich?
Oh yeah. Always.
Facts. B.
What can you tell us
Good
about
plays,
Angel
good
Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel. Very cruel.
Time to
Little on the religious
bring
side.
the rest of my
But
shit upstairs, as a matter of fact.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
All of which I kind of have to do
around
fast because
You know
I
where
wanna
she
get
went?
this done before he gets up to work,
I've no idea.
which should be
She
in
was
a
a good
couple
girl, but
minutes.
she
I think. What time is it? What did you just call me?
I can doubt her.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar.
Bookmark. Queen.
She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
Oh,
This
fuck
bar
me,
have
it
a
sounds
name?
like he's getting
El
up
Dorado
already.
Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
Can you be weird,
The window's broken, the room's been tossed. You seem like the type of landlady who notices everything that happens under her roof. What gives?
Don't take that tone of voice with me, young
Why
man.
don't you say Latino with such conviction?
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
I hate the way this
But
bitch is
Antonia
talking.
still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace.
Did we just say she's
That's
guilty?
about all of her jewelry.
I'm gonna call off why I use a charm bracelet. Photograph.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything
She
about
just pulled a dumb
bracelet.
pin card on you.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
Alright, my intuition is.
We can either front
My
Angel,
intuition, I
seeing
know
as the
memory.
finger's pointing right at it,
And
or
never
we can
mind.
check out the El Dorado.
You get it wrong.
No, I was thinking there would be like a iron fence out here, and you could, if you were paying attention, you could have saw that.
Got him.
A nosy old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. When Rod drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This...
I explained to you this whole thing with the Mormon people and stuff, right? Oh, wow, wait, really?
Okay, well, she ends up in an alleyway.
That
a sad story,
it
but
was
this
super
town's
duper
seen
like
it play out
snowy
1,000
outside,
times.
and
why don't
those
you
two
want to see a
random
connection
Mormons came
here?
up in the middle
Because
of
there are
me and John trying to
perfectly
clear out the
good,
driveway,
real-life
and offered to help us
suspects
clear
for
out the
every
driveway.
one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster
Well,
under the bed.
yeah. A couple weeks ago, these two niggas were just
Think
like,
there's anything
we're
to the
just
divorce
going around
angle?
helping people that need help, whatever.
I've been through
So
3.
we're like, oh, okay, cool.
No big deal.
And
After a
you
while,
know, they're
you just
two
numb yourself to the experience.
well-kept looking white people.
But Angel,
so I
he's a
figured,
young Latino
okay,
man.
definitely,
It would hurt his sense of who he
they're
is.
doing
He'd
this
see
for
himself as a
free,
failure, a
there's
woman
some type of
taking
religion.
control over his life.
And they came back another time to help
Then
us.
she
and,
fronts
oh
him
yeah,
and he
that's the other thing. They introduced us to, like, one of them said his name was like Elder something. And I was like, yeah, okay.
For me,
religion.
that makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Oh my god, I never told you that's right. You're gonna get such a fucking kick out of this story. I've been meaning to tell you this the whole time then. Okay, so yeah, Peep, right? So they came back again another time, helped again, whatever. And then they came back a third time. But there was no snow that time. They came because they just wanted to talk to Curtis, because they knew that Curtis was the head of the household, whatever. And
what can I get
turns
you?
out
LAPD.
they are
Detectives
Mormons,
Phelps
like I
and
thought
Galloway.
that they were.
Diego Aguilar. How can I
And
help?
guess what they
You
gave Curtis?
worked the bar last night?
Yeah.
What?
Me and a temp guy
Come
from
on.
the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night?
What do women
21 years
usually give
old,
people?
Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here.
What, the book?
But yeah, I know who you mean.
Yep.
Antonia Maldonado.
Gave us a
What
Book
did
of
she do?
Mormon.
She was murdered last
night. That shit is right here in the room.
Oh,
I meant to
shit.
take a picture of it and send
Do
it
you
to
know
you
her
because
well?
I wanted to
Was she
meet
a
with you
regular?
about this.
Hell no.
But
She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man.
Yeah, motherfucking
It's a
Book of
story you get
Mormon.
used to working in a bar.
And
She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar.
and so
I'll
yeah,
show you.
Curtis was supposed to read it and stuff like that, and then talk to these Mormon people and shit like that. Yeah, no, of course not. He didn't do that shit.
Sam is taking me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
But yeah, so they came by the other night, like Saturday night, I think it was. And either Saturday or yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it was Saturday.
Divorce
They
papers.
came by.
Did you open them?
And
No
you
need
know, I told
to.
them Curtis was.
She was
you know,
shouting about
sleeping,
it and
whatever.
waving the letter around.
And,
Said she was going to show him.
I told him that, you know, I was kind of interested because I was like, hey, like, I know you guys are Mormons as fuck, and I'm like, I like Jesus, I'm a Christian, I'm down with Jesus, and they were just like, oh, well, can we talk to you? And I was in the middle of doing something, I don't know, fucking playing League maybe, and I was like, look, I can't really do this right now, and so they were like, okay, well, is there another time that you can? My dumb ass is just like, pick a day. And they were like, how about Tuesday? And I was like, great. They were like, 1 o'clock? And I was like,
Can you remember
perfect.
what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a
Tomorrow
necklace.
at 1 o'clock.
Some
these
kind of
Mormon
religious
ass
thing, I
niggas
think.
are gonna come over here to talk
The
to
temp
me.
guy would have more of an idea. She took the
Like-
beer he served her and cried into it all night.
I don't really
What time
know
did she
to
leave?
expect. I also
Can't say
don't
for
know
sure.
why I did it. I don't know. Like, I felt bad. I didn't just want to tell them, you know. I mean, I am genuinely interested. Like, it's not like I lied to them. I'm interested because you know, the only thing I know about Mormons are memes. And I mean, I do like Jesus, so like, yeah, I didn't lie to him about nothing.
Where did she go? Give me something, or the
don't know why
LAPD
I
will start
said-
getting interested in this place.
I don't know.
Take it easy.
I don't know.
She wanted a
I
cab,
just-
okay?
I don't know.
My phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested
We'll see
she
what
try
happens.
there. She seemed reluctant.
Did
Oh,
Antonia
hey,
say
did
where
you
she was
realize
going
that
when
there
she left?
are
She
people
said she was going to
in
serve the papers
chat?
on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? baby looked. Oh my god, that nigga is Hispanic as hell.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem.
Don't you courage.
Get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Why are you tabbing out?
I think he's a bit
You
of a
cheating?
gangster.
Only tapped out
He treats
once.
me nice.
And that was on accident. I went to go look at something, but I didn't.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend. So, how's your tuna
Oh yeah, turn the music back on.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
Oh, waitress, can I have another spoon?
Just picked fruit market. That's where
Why
Antonio
are you
went to call
suspicious of
for a
the
cab
fruit man?
last night.
Relax. That niggas just want somebody to arrest. Corrupt.
Hey, honey, what time do you get off work and play?
Stop flirting.
You're gonna see your married man again.
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Not taking me if she goes. With the crime scene still here. Go to Mount Venado.
How about we drop in on the husband instead?
okay?
See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week. I get the point.
What?
I don't need this.
Hit a person. No. No.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Can probably get a directory here. Two.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Leave.
Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Wait a second. What? No. What do you mean? That's so illegal.
I got a hard.
Now look, I don't want to stand down now.
Joe Louis.
Oh, you telling me that little cholo just tackled a fat man like that? Ooh, he sucker punched the fuck out of you. Whoop his ass. Ooh, two-piece. Get him, Phelps. Ooh. Ooh. Tag him. Oh.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there.
Ooh.
Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
That cold.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
I need my hat. Okay, I got my hat back on. Thanks.
And Phelps?
Okay, first of all, what you guys did was extremely illegal.
Oh, yeah.
All they have to do is tell them niggas they kicked down my door and claimed to be LAPD.
The El Dorado
They didn't show me no proof.
must be a family favorite.
And then they attacked us. That's all you gotta say.
Just
and realistically, that's an ironclad defense because
suppliers to the El
they
Dorado.
kicked the fuck out of that door.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
You might have to put 2 in Galloway's head when he ain't looking. Like, that nigga's a liability.
Yeah. Ooh, you bitch.
Optimistic.
Last
Cole.
time I checked, this ain't your house, Phelps. You don't gotta be walking around like you own that bitch.
Yeah, my house. Sorry. Didn't even notice that.
This will take some explaining.
Well,
My shirt in the kitchen.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
the white man's planning to keep minorities in California down. While you harassing them brown people.
No good. Nobody here.
Go get your hat, you ugly son of a bitch.
Don't call my man Phelps ugly. He's dapper.
No, fucking rusty.
Oh. Yeah, fuck that.
What do you
fat idiot.
want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about
Oh, the
Mrs.
husband
Maldonado
made it,
fighting
the-
with her
the
husband?
detective.
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kid.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah.
First heart attack.
My wife and I are separated.
Oh my god.
I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
You think the nigga with the kid did
Yes,
it?
I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Aranda.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now.
She's suspicious.
Bar.
You said just home, you lying.
Fin bar.
Get out of here. Where's the phone? Where's the phone?
How much do your parents have to hate you to name you Fin bar?
Operator, give me R&I.
Like, nigga,
Putting you through now.
they wasn't even trying to pretend
Cole
to give
Phelps,
you a
badge
name. Like,
1247.
Fin bar. They just looked at what they saw around the room. Nigga saw a fish commercial on TV and the
Any
bars
messages?
on the bed from her giving birth.
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective.
Name him Fin bar.
Presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thanks.
Oh, Peg, it's a new letter from the Dahlia killer.
I think this is the rare car.
What's your rare car? I mean, they all look the fucking same. Like,
Yeah, I think you get these, this custom car in this case, but they're all the same car.
Another letter?
there was only
I thought the letter was from a nut.
Anyway.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now he sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? The fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every promise.
If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
That's racist. When do you call him African American Dahlia?
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
If that bum took a swipe at me, I'd put him down with my sack.
Are you sure that was a sign and not a person? You kind of plowed into that shit in the middle of the road.
Isn't he the cop who won a medal and is solving all the cases?
Sign thing.
That broad has socks in it for Zia.
I don't need this.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab.
God,
The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
What's wrong with you?
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
They sound like
Do you mind if I take a look?
Minecraft zombies with more bass.
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
A little convenient.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Yo,
But
what
upstairs
is up
then,
with my
lads, and see
man's
if we can
bald
break him.
spot? Why? My dude, just go bald. Why would you keep the outer edge? Dude, it looks like a motherfucking moon pie that somebody took a bite out of. Old fudge round here, lying ass nigga.
What are we waiting for?
How does Phelps go up the stairs like that without his hat moving?
Two peanuts are walking down the street. One was assault.
Need a drink.
Well, I mean, the way that he just like sauntered up the stairs, like he had that little.
Improved your attitude,
ditty as he went up
Angel?
the stairs, like-
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You think Angel Maldonado did it?
I don't know. I feel like he was. What does alibi say? Where is she?
Think that shit says UGLY. He ain't got no alibi.
I don't know what to call him. I don't know. Fuck it. Like, call him on the lie? With the alibi?
I like the way he's stunting right now, though. Look at how he's posted up. I'm gonna leave this one in your hands, detective.
God damn it.
Believe in you.
Okay. Why does it do that? That's the second time it's happened. It's
What?
worrying me. Sometimes I see like static go up on my screen.
Don't say that. That's
Almost
scary.
like my
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed
Even
her
if he
and
did go
didn't
after
come
her, I don't
back.
think he
I know
killed her.
this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
You're lying because
I don't believe you, Angel.
Two sets of
She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you.
Listen,
I wouldn't
you know
accept
it
the
can't have
divorce.
been-
It's different than it actually being a legal thing.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be
think it was
paraded in front of the whole
damn.
city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
I'm gonna back Phelps on this
Antonia.
one.
Oh, Jesus.
I think he's on to something.
She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed.
He said I
Was she
slapped
wearing
her
her
down.
religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
He's a little twitch when you beat up.
Pro tip, don't smack your wife. Maybe she won't want to leave you.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
What the fuck? You can't be doing that.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother.
Is he lying? I think he's lying.
He said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Did you know, Mr. Latowski?
You know.
There are 3 kinds of people. Those who can count and those who can't.
Leave that man alone. He ain't kill his wife. Stop being a dick, Phelps.
I'll be for the script off mid-train.
Catch these people
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for
Not
it.
illegal.
Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman. We'll get to the market, and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. This case will be shut like all the others.
Your body requires iron daily. And what better way to give you the iron you need than Rise and Shine yeast in your breads and cakes? Rise and Shine yeast is a natural source of vitamins. Physician studies show 3 out of 4 women lack sufficient iron. If you're losing weight, feeling run down, weak, or easily upset, get the vigor and pep you need by using Rise and Shine yeast and by taking Rise and Shine yeast tablet supplements. It helps regain strength and needed powers to feel and do your best. Go to your grocery.
Okay, yeah, something definitely bit me. Starting to swell. Damn it. You better not be a big spider.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Fuck, man, that shit fucking hurts. Me?
No, this lady's talking to fruit.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right?
Bastard.
What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
He did it, Nick. Arrest him.
Shut up. Looked like he did, but it was stupid. Nothing about a necklace. I only downed him.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Fuck 'em, boys.
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Oh, I know this actor too.
Nice.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Ooh, he is full of shit. You saw the way he looked?
Mm-hmm. She was brutally beaten soon after she left the bar. Clem, you sure you didn't drive her somewhere?
What are you suggesting? I run an
Damn it, motherfucker. Shit, fuck, bitch, dick, fuck.
honest establishment, and I'm trying to be helpful. Do I deserve this kind of treatment?
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I could.
Oh, I'm confusing. I confused it too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to doubt him. Okay. Bullshit.
You want to restart?
No,
I can
I'm
get her one.
confused the two answers.
I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up, and she got into that.
That's DMC online because of the car.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
Yeah, you do have rights with it.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
That shit on you.
I mean, he what? Why would you Clem him?
No
He
wonder
does
he
have rights.
stays
Don't be a
open
dick.
late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
What a weird combination lock. You cheating?
No, I remember it. It's 253. Oh, Cole, recognize the damn. You gonna recognize the damn necklace and give me the clue? Hello? We'll slap you if you don't recognize
Just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Did I get it? I must have got it. Let me see.
Oh, did you get it?
Actually retarded.
Baco.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out after.
Whoops.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the... This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
So how did you...
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
That big ass car, that big ass 40s truck.
Hit him, Cole! Spit him out! Show me your hand!
Ooh, that was almost a good pit. I don't know how he recovered from that. I think it's scripted. Oh, oh my God! Never mind. Got his ass.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Constantly.
What crooked business is this nigga into? That nigga just take a case of the wine for himself. This nigga. Oh, look at you fucking up on 2 questions. Causing $208.
Oh my God, what can I say?
$400 worth of damage. I don't know if he finally heard his alarm and woke up, or if the alarm finally just gave up.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too.
No problem.
We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, the fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
I want to make homicide.
I'm itchy.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Ah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to say.
Isn't there anything else you can do? Am I missing something here? You trying to sit me down? Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another conversation?
Boy, it's raining.
This town's
Greetings
dangerous.
from sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
Oh yeah, dude.
Hit me.
So
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
A ramp. I'm gonna fall this gnarly hill.
Doc, you're gonna kill us!
guy, I swear.
Not you, the guy. You did.
Why is traffic backed up? Take the exit. Take the fucking exit. Really?
That guy there will lead us up.
I want you to lead.
Stealing myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. They're the gig when you work in homicide, Phelps.
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Trace evidence.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries?
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive.
The guy who's
Any
talking.
sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Around 2 in the morning. That's triple braid. Triple braid. Can I see it at least, or the tag?
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1 363.
Damn, that bitch got fucked up. I don't know about dry cleaning, but somebody sure as fuck cleaned her clock.
Not the money, damn it. I want the feet print.
Another
good
day,
to me.
another dollar.
The feet print?
The feet print. Or these, Jesus.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same. No drag marks.
This is weird.
Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Itchy.
I'll call you when I know something. Meanwhile, get on with the case.
I hate both of you so much.
Thanks.
You and I like the corner, but it'll be a small out.
Why are you styling and profiling on the corner? Leave that man alone.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Can't trust her. Her name is Catherine. You laughing at me? Fuck you.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured.
the one that
I
murdered
think he may have
Phelps.
had
I'm
an
saying I didn't
accident
warn
in the
you.
war. He's a very scary, angry
Hit you
man.
with that swift, I told you
Any
so.
idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Why'd I have to
Of
interrogate her?
course.
Why couldn't you
Anything
just
I
tell
can
me
do
this?
to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Now, how you gonna get her back? Is she gonna get back in the car? Or is she gonna walk? See how the game handles it. Oh no, he drives her back. All right.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective.
Hills West 5th Street.
There's a large
West
camp under the
Philadelphia,
bridge
Grand
on
Line.
Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
No, max and relaxing all cool.
How do they just know
This
where
guy
all the
was
hobo
willing
camps
to rat
are?
his own mother after I'd sweated.
When a couple of times, they were up and no good. Started making trouble in the neighborhood. My mom got scared and said, "You move with your auntie and Uncle Billy." How do you just decide that for somebody?
I wonder what
No
fight that's
message.
happened
Excuse me? There was no
to
message.
Where?
On the Vic.
Yeah, like, you gotta
the
have a
last
cop
bodies
car
had something
that can
written
just
on
slow
it.
up this hill.
This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guys when I'm saying.
people just
right?
driving the
Before
car
you
off
start
the
trying to link
work,
this to
just driving the car off the
Maldonado
cliff every
and
time.
all the others.
There are
Oh,
more
Jesus.
factors
Oh.
to consider.
Well, I mean, they
Whoa
probably
there.
assumed people were gonna drive like you.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation.
That would have been
Understand?
so great. Yeah. Oh my God, that would have been amazing.
Lights work half. I don't want to go to the hobo camp. I mean, it's not down here. I guess it
I'm
is.
sad that you didn't get hit by that.
So what?
I'm so sad that you didn't get hit by that. That would have been so good. Wow.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
The hum of this place is loud. Come here.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Phelps and Gallahorn, LAPD.
You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress. Is it there?
Yeah. What is it? F1. Oh, I forgot already. F1. F1363. Right? F1363. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
So loud. I'm going this way. My brain doesn't work right. Get out of here. This is so loud.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Why not? Why are you being smart about the lead? I don't like your tone.
Goddamn drag racers!
Let's go to her house.
This guy really pisses me off.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Snicker Galloway makes me miss the other asshole from Vice.
Oh, we're going in next.
Spoiler alert.
Read. I'm getting like a whole. I'm getting a clue just staring at me in the face.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
This is a nice ass boat.
Thank you.
Nice, good job. It's a good looking boat. Can I have like fishing? Oh, none of this is relevant.
Don't think this is anything.
Can I just go in this back door? No, it's locked. Okay. That'd been hilarious.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think that...
It's procedure. You see to your
not.
girls.
It's against the law. Very against the law.
What?
Knickers. The procedure, in quotes, of looking or just taking a look around.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right,
Need a
sweetheart.
warrant.
We would
you
like
know
Mommy to
right?
come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules the matter.
We need to check if she was a regular.
I wonder why the picture was turned down. Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Well then, Cole, how much you don't look at it? You're gonna catch attitude. Can I look at the brush? No, just the matchbook and photo.
Not sure this means much.
Oh, let me see. Okay, be weird and snoop around two little girls' room.
Incidental.
It's in the kitchen. Why you got the New Testament on the desk? Get out of here.
What? In the Japania?
The New Testament on their desk.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Some niggas like to praise Jesus. What you trying to say?
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Hey, flaming.
Check your privilege, bro.
Check your privilege.
Ours was out in the rain last night.
Wouldn't be dripping like that, to be honest. But
I'll show you dripping. Giggity.
We can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity.
try and look at her ID.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
I don't know, man. Last time it wasn't the spouse. The time before that, it might have been the spouse. I feel like this one is definitely the spouse.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies. Don't think this is any use to us.
Well, let me just look at it then. Clean your table. Let me call this in. Call this in.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Why is she outside?
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks for your help.
Look at that. You can just run addresses on people too without warrants. Like, they could just do whatever they want.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Dude, why would who fucking...
This is a blatant misuse of power. We need to boycott LA Noire. Teaching cops bad practices. That's why cops act this way today.
Can I get up?
If you have more questions, I'd rather get this over with now.
Get up. No, I gotta get up.
If you have more questions, I'd rather get this over with now.
Look at Phelps's notebook.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa.
Okay.
She was so full of life.
Well, I'd be...
It can't be anyone who knew her.
Solving every single case with no hint of a doubt at all, ever. Because elimination is a god amongst men. I don't think he's lying. I'm gonna shed a tear if I get this wrong.
So you don't...
I'm crying now. Should have doubted.
He always a spouse.
Oh,
Always
anyone
doubt
would
these
want her dead.
fuckers.
No, I don't.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over.
Cuff 'em.
We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Doubt that.
I think
You
I'm
let your
going to
drunk
bed
wife
after this
leave.
case.
Taking a break.
From the game?
Yep. I gotta pee.
Why are you tilted?
A little bit. A little bit. Be right back. I gotta pee. Really badly. Salty. Just a little bit.
DJ Sugar.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
What? Well, it's about to be. What time is it right now? I don't know. I might sleep now because I'll probably only sleep till. I'm thinking I'll only sleep till maybe around 10. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might go to bed now. Well, not bed, but you know what I mean. Take my little couple of hours. 10 might be a little excessive. I think I'll be up before then. What? Before 10. I just want to get some sort of sleep so I can not look like an asshole when these niggas come over here. What time are you going to sleep? You want me to let you know when I'm awake? Oh, fuck me. I picked up something by accident. Nice AK, nice AK. Said nice AK. Why? What I'm saying. Alright, fuck it, I'm not gonna find this right now. Alright, fine. I'm going to go to sleep now. But I mean, you don't have to turn off stream. You can keep doing this if you want. I can fall asleep with some Counter-Strike. Quake. Oh. Okay, Call of Duty. Near StarCraft 1. I hope I get in some decent time before those fucking dogs wake me up. Do it, but just keep streaming this. Me. This nigga.
Grenade out.
Monkeys. Oh my god, that man's got obliterated. 110? Jesus Christ.
Move it, move it.
Get the roofs.
Fire in the hole.
Come on, show me them banana flex.
Flashbang. Smoke.
Flashbang. Good job.
Lock and load. Incendiary out. Incendiary.
What did you throw at him that took so long to blow up? I don't know any of those. Oh, I don't know any of these maps, so the only map I know is CS Office. Because I played Prop Hunt on it. Do it, save. Come on, do them strats that got speed where he's at today. Jesus, you died real fast. Oh, you were weak, huh? Jesus Christ.